Call for independent Balochistan. Call for independent Pashtunistan. Call for independent Sinduh Desh. Derailed democracy, chaotic politics. Hello friends, welcome to Pakistan, a nation that is falling apart from within. A country where every province wants freedom. The army controls democracy, the hybrid democracy. And the terrorists they once trained have become their own nightmare. And the most loud political leader in Pakistan right now gives fiery speeches from inside a prison cell. For years, Pakistan played with fire. It funded terror, it silenced voices, it wore a mask of democracy. But now that fire is out of control and it's burning the nation from within. The separatist movements, the boomerang of terrorism, the political circus, and the ruthless Pakistani army, shattering economy. Friends, get ready to understand everything about this failed state, the one right next to India's borders. We will have complete picture about this country by end of this video. Please stay with us till the very end. The fractured federation. Pakistan is not like India. India is one nation with many states, but Pakistan, it is one failed state with many nations trapped inside. Look at this map. You will see Balochistan, Sindh, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, KPK, Punjab, and federally administered tribal areas or FATA, and Pakistan occupied Kashmir or PoK. And among all of these, only Punjab shows some signs of stability, but the chaos resides in every other state. Let's break one region at a time. Republic of Balochistan. When is Balochistan's birthday? Some people in India started asking this question after Operation Sinduh. They even said, force Pakistan to give birth again. Let Balochistan be born as an independent nation. Campaigns like Free Balochistan and We Stand with Balochistan began to trend. So even in India, there are rising voices demanding independence for this state. Especially after Operation Sinduh, the fight for Balochistan has received new momentum. But originally, Balochistan was never part of Pakistan. In the 1947, in Indian independence plan, Balochistan was not listed under Pakistan. This province, which presently constitutes approximately 44% of today's Pakistan's total landmass, wanted to remain independent. But through lies and pressure, Pakistan's founder Muhammad Ali Jinnah forcibly merged Balochistan into Pakistan. That is why for many decades now, people of Balochistan have been fighting for independence. There is a separatist armed group called the Balochistan Liberation Army BLA, and there are many other such groups. This particular group BLA has taken up weapons and is actively fighting against Pakistan. Even today, attacks are being carried out daily in Balochistan against the Pakistani military and government officers. Just hours after Operation Sindoor ended, the BLA carried out 80 attacks. Friends, this is a group that has vowed, even if we sacrifice our lives, future generations must get an independent Balochistan. They have openly asked India for support many times. They have requested, give us your old weapons at least. The ones you no longer use, we will use them to fight against Pakistani terror state. Recently, a Baloch freedom fighter named Mir Yar Baloch invited India to directly join the war. He even wrote a letter directly to Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. In the letter, they said, we give unconditional moral support to the Indian army. They also said, if India believes in the idea of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, then please support us too. That is how strong the separatist movement in Balochistan has become. But to suppress this movement, the Pakistan army is making massive efforts. There are allegations that Baloch youth are being kidnapped and killed secretly. Military operations happen regularly in Balochistan, but the fight isn't slowing down. Demand for independent Pashtunistan. Friends, have you ever heard of a country carrying out covert operation inside its own borders against its own people, doing airstrikes, drone strikes, and using paratroopers to enter like thieves and attack? This strange situation is happening in Pakistan, a country with nuclear weapons. In the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region, or KPK as it is called, this happens almost every day. The Pakistan army carries out drone strikes here. They launch loitering munitions. They even use small rockets against their own population. But none of this is helping the Pakistani army. Instead, Pathans or Pashtuns living in that region are giving it right back to Pakistani administration. They are replying with drone for drone, bullet for bullet, bomb for bomb. The main organization leading this fight is TTP, Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan. We will talk more about TTP later, but first, let's understand what Pashtunistan is all about. This region, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, is smallest province of Pakistan in terms of area. Most people here are Pashtuns or Pathans. For decades, this region has echoed with the demand for independence. These Pashtuns are an ethnic group originally from Iran. After Punjabis, they are the second largest ethnic group in Pakistan. They live in large numbers along the Pakistan-Afghanistan border. Because of this, they wish to create a separate country called Pashtunistan between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Several groups are fighting for this cause, like LEL, TNSM and the Hafiz Bahadur group. All of these are backed and guided by the TTP. TTP controls several parts of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa already. Look at this map, FATA or Federally Administered Tribal Areas. Large parts of this FATA are under TTP control. Friends, this TTP is also called as Pakistani Taliban. It is one of the fastest growing terrorist startup in the world. Every year, the attacks are increasing. The death toll has gone up by 90%. For example, if they killed 500 people last year, this year it has gone up to 950. Their main target is the Pakistani army. Like Houthis and Hamas, TTP is also reportedly developing small rockets of its own. They have even given names to some of these, like Omar. These groups dreaming of a free Pashtunistan have taken control of certain regions too. Sinduh movement. What you see here is the flag of Sindh. Once upon a time, this flag was seen everywhere on the streets of Sindh. It was a huge headache for the army and the Pakistani government. In recent years, the intensity of this movement had reduced, but after Operation Sinduh, the people of Sindh have revived it. They are demanding separation from Pakistan and calling for an independent Sinduh. There is a political party called the JSF movement that supports this idea. Even overseas Sindhi communities have extended their support. They say Pakistan is a religious extremist country, we have nothing in common with them, and they believe Sindh has always been independent and must remain so. JSF leader urged people to stay away from terrorists. They do not accept Pakistan's legitimacy. Even today, Indian flags are seen in their rallies. Israeli flags are also present. Their leaders say, like Israel defends its motherland, we too must fight to protect Sindh from Pakistani occupation. Gilgit, Baltistan and PoK. Now let's talk about PoK, our own territory illegally occupied by Pakistan. Even here, there is no shortage of separatist voices. Last year, people in PoK came to the streets against Pakistani government and local misgovernance. Pakistan gives more importance to its other provinces but ignores PoK. PoK people have no representation in Pakistan's parliament. In fact, PoK is not even officially considered a permanent part of Pakistan's constitution. Only in Article 257 of Pakistan's constitution it is written that if the people of Gilgit-Baltistan and so-called Azad Kashmir agree, they can be merged with Pakistan in the future. So Pakistan is still scared of India regarding these regions. They're afraid of adding it to their political map officially and call it constitutionally theirs. And the people in these provinces often say Pakistan's government is mistreating them and they call for India's help to get freedom. The pet snakes that bite back. So far, we saw the separatist problem, but Pakistan is facing even bigger threat from the terrorist groups it raised itself. Recently, Pakistan Defense Minister Khwaja Asif admitted to the international media, for the past 3 decades, Pakistan has been doing dirty work for the United States. Groups involved in the dirty work include TTP, Haqqani Network, and ISK. All these organizations are now backfiring on Pakistan. As we already discussed, TTP is helping the Pashtunistan movement. The Haqqani network has joined hands with the Afghan Taliban. This new alignment is a major threat to Pakistan. They are often attacking Pakistani soldiers at the border, and the ISK terrorists are carrying out deadly attacks in Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, killing hundreds. These are just a few examples. There are many such groups that have grown inside Pakistan. And what we just mentioned are terrorist groups that are troubling Pakistan. Other than those, there are tens of other groups which are troubling India. Pakistan has dual mindset on terrorism. According to them, the terrorists which trouble them are terrorists, but the terrorists who trouble India are their assets like Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Toiba, TRF, etc., etc. Political instability and the deep state. Friends, not a single prime minister in Pakistan's history has completed a full term. All fell when they tried to act independently. The latest example was Imran Khan. Imran Khan was one of the most popular leaders Pakistan has ever seen. He had massive public support. He created a new party and came to power. But once he started speaking against the army, his downfall began quickly. He lost power. He was arrested multiple times. He now faces over 100 cases. He has been silenced like a tiger whose claws have been removed. Today, the country's control lies with so-called Field Marshal Asim Munir. He is the Pakistan's army general. Now Field Marshal, he has gotten 5th star for himself. This Pakistan army, along with the ISI and terrorist groups, forms what is called the deep state of Pakistan. The government that is supposedly elected by the people actually works under this deep state. Even if there is a prime minister in the name, all final decisions are taken by the deep state. Not just war-related matters, even decisions about budget, foreign policy, destabilizing India, all of it is controlled by the deep state. They are the real masterminds. On top of this, Pakistan's media is also under the control of the government, meaning the deep state. They only spread the propaganda they are told to. There is no real opposition in the country. If protests start anywhere in the country, the government shuts down the internet, blocks social media. Even the judicial system is always under pressure of this so-called deep state. And then there is economy. Pakistan has approximately 14 billion in foreign reserves, and more than half of it came from recent bailout packages from the IMF and bilateral assistance. Pakistan racked up a record 26.7 billion in foreign loans in the past year alone. The country's debt servicing consumes nearly half of the federal budget. Pakistan has obligations totaling $23 billion for 2025-26 financial year. This is raising fears of possible defaults. Economists warn Pakistan risks becoming the next Sri Lanka unless it pursues genuine reforms rather than superficial fixes. So in summary, for decades, Pakistan exported terrorism and crushed its own provinces. Now, separatism is rising. Terrorism is backfiring, the political system is collapsing, economic condition is depressing, and the very existence of Pakistan is in danger. We cannot say when Pakistan will break apart into pieces, but the countdown has surely begun. This isn't just instability, it is implosion, and the world is watching. And of course, India is watching too. And exactly at this crucial juncture, Donald Trump, American president, has found new romantic appeal in Pakistan and its Field Marshal, 5-star General Asim Munir and gang. He is getting involved with them deeply, from crypto to oil energy deals. But there is a twist. Majority of Pakistan's oil and energy reserves are in Balochistan. The moment this announcement came from the United States, Baluchi leaders are raising voices. They are asking United States, why are you making deal with Pakistan to explore energy in Balochistan? They say these reserves are not in Pakistan, they are in Balochistan, and Balochistan is not a part of Pakistan, it is an independent nation. If you want to explore energy deals, come talk to us. come talk to Baluchistani people, they are saying. So going forward, things are very interesting in this region. Friends, what do you think on this? What is your opinion? Please let us know on the comment section below. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and especially please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Let's meet again. Namaste.